guys, we're going into Mercy. I'm going in with kind of low expectations. The Rotten Tomatoes score, I don't know if I should always listen to Rotten Tomatoes, but maybe it'll be good. I'm just hoping to have some at least fun. I like Chris Pratt, so hopefully it's good. All right, first movie of 2026, Mercy. I am shocked. I don't know why. Never listen to Rotten Tomatoes, guys. This movie was pretty good, actually. It's not like a masterful making of a movie, but it's pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. You're on this edge of your seat for most of half the movie. This might be a hot take, but this might be my favorite role by Chris Pratt. He did a really good job in this one, so yeah, let's review it. Yes, I'm uploading a video this early. I just woke up, so if I'm a little out of it, don't mind me. I don't think I've ever uploaded a video this early on my channel. As of this recording, I'll probably upload it right after anyway, but as of this recording, it's like almost 10 o'clock. I usually upload during the day, but I needed to get this video out, so what the fuck. So, the first video, or the first movie of 2026. And if you guys can't tell, this section of the video is like filmed after I saw the movie. So I apologize, I just didn't get the chance to review it that night. So I'm reviewing it like 2 days after. But my opinions still stick. Mercy, first film of 2026. I went in with pretty low expectations because I told myself, I'm like, okay, Chris Pratt is in an action movie. It's going to be really, really fucking bad, or it's going to be really, really good and shockingly good. And as the days went by, it had a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like, come on, okay. It's going to be one of those movies. Got it. Watched it. And honestly, guys, this is not a bad movie at all. I don't understand why it's this low on Rotten Tomatoes. Again, I don't think you should ever just go. It's just a bunch of critics, which I feel like critics might be a little more harsh on this movie. Just because it's like formulaic. But as a fun action movie, I loved it. I didn't mind it. It's way better than the first film I saw last year and the year before. I think 2 years before, in 2024, I saw Madam Web. Awful, atrocious, one of the worst movies of that year, one of the worst movies I've seen of the decade. Holy fucking shit. And then Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. It was last year, and although that was like my second least favorite movie of last year, it was just due to the quality of the movie. It wasn't necessarily a bad movie. I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. But for the first movie of 2026, I think this is a good movie overall. And I just don't get the hate behind it with the critics. It's not masterful. It's not like a masterpiece, but it's a really, really cool concept. Having this AI be like the judge and what that can bring. I feel like this movie's kind of made in case this does happen. Because I'm pretty sure eventually this could happen. I mean, AI I'm pretty terrified of it. I don't like AI at all. I think it's a very, very scary thing. I think us as people underestimate the shit out of AI and what it can do and what it's capable of. And this movie just shows it. So, a little bit of my negatives is there are a couple things with character development. Now, I know for a movie that has the main character sitting in a chair the whole movie, yeah, you're not going to get too much character development. But I feel like they could have fleshed out the characters a little bit more, especially with like Chris Pratt and his family. You didn't really get to sit down. I mean, though later in the movie, you do get that, but it's at the cost because he's sitting there in the chair and he has like this timer on him. He's in this chair, and if he doesn't prove he's innocent in 90 minutes, he's fucked. He's gone. He's a goner. And the time's going. And what's cool about this is this movie's around that time too, 90 minutes. So you kind of feel the weight and of the situation, which is a pretty cool thriller experience. But he's sitting there in one scene talking to the AI, and I don't know. It was, I get they had to have character development, but at the same time, it was at the cost of the movie. Because there's this one scene where he's talking to the AI, saying he's deadbeat father or whatever, and saying he's all this, and it's kind of making like a pity party kind of scene, you know. And although, yeah, I guess we needed it in order to feel bad for the character, I feel like they could have made like a 10-minute opening or something where it wasn't that, it was just normal footage of him and his family or something, or at least a little montage just to help with that. But I mean, his life is on the line. So you're thinking in that moment, or at least I did in that moment, I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you telling this AI, this artificial intelligence that really has no feelings, at least is not programmed to, about your life, and your life is on the fucking line? Like, come on. And I get maybe that was just like a plot kind of device. I don't know. Another problem I have is, I think that Chris Pratt did a good job overall. But I feel like there were some moments in the movie where he tries to convince the AI to do certain things that it's not programmed to do, and it just happens. The AI just does what he says, which doesn't make any sense. And I get it's there for another plot device. It's there for convenience, but also at the same time, it doesn't really make any sense either, because the Mercy program was made to make, you know, people feel guilty or whatever, and it was kind of going against that in that scene, and I'm just like, okay, well, the AI isn't programmed to listen to the person, so why is it doing this? Oh yeah, right, plot convenience. That was also kind of another issue. Other than that, I'd say those are my issues with the movie. If you look all past that, I think this kind of reminds me of the movie Searching, or the other one. Oh god, what is it? It's pretty cool. I think sometimes it's shot like shit. Sometimes, so you just gotta kind of get used to the style. But the visuals are pretty cool most of the time. I mean, some of the body cam footage. I mean, all body cam footage is shit, but that's what I mean by like it's shot like crap there, at least. That's another one of my negatives I forgot to mention, but it's action packed. There's a couple of twists here that are kind of predictable in my opinion. There was one, I predicted who the bad guy was. I just kind of spoiled it. He's not the bad guy. Obviously he's not the bad guy, but yeah, I just think, I don't know. The movie's kind of all over the place as well. I think it's fine for what it is, because it's just a quick action movie, thriller. You know, I didn't mind it. I think the girl who did the AI too, I think she did a great job for an AI. Because her facial expressions, she doesn't have like expressions, you know, she's emotionless. I thought that was really, really cool. How they portrayed her, and the lady just looks like somebody who would do that, so that's not a bad thing. So great on the actress there. I think her daughter's a model, if I'm not mistaken. Because that last name sounds familiar. Anyway, overall, I didn't think this movie was bad. I didn't think it was bad at all. Some of the characters are a little weaker. The villain's pretty cool, but towards the end of the movie, because you're on that clock, you know, you kind of feel like you're in his shoes, and your adrenaline just kind of runs up. And I was kind of interested all the way. And although there were scenes that like took me out of it, I was still invested into the mystery as the whole. And I think this might be controversial, but I think this is one of Chris Pratt's best roles. And the reason why I say that is because I don't really take Chris Pratt as a serious actor. I mean, you've seen him in the Lego movie, you've seen him as Star-Lord. I just don't really see him doing a serious role. I've never seen him in a serious role. So when I saw that Chris Pratt was doing this, I was like, okay. So, yeah. Looked at it, and yeah, he has some acting capability. I think it's pretty hidden. He has some potential. I think he did really, really fucking good as a cop in this. He just seems like a cop in this movie too. He just does such a good job as an investigator. So he did such a good job with that. I feel like one of his best roles, and I might be controversial for that, but I just don't see him in a role like that ever. So it was kind of newer for me, but I was like, shit, okay, he did a pretty good job. So overall, Mercy, overrated. I feel like go watch this movie. Movie needs all your support. I hope it doesn't underperform. I hope it doesn't get a sequel, but I hope it doesn't underperform because I think this movie is basically getting shit on by Rotten Tomatoes. That's it. I went into this movie thinking it was going to be awful. Maybe with like a small, teensy weensy bit of an enjoyment. But yeah, I ended up enjoying it a lot more than I thought. I was like, okay, not bad. Not a bad movie at all. I really, really enjoyed it. But it's not masterful, like I said. So in that case, I have to give it the Bronze TV. It is a great movie to start 2026, though. I really enjoyed it for the most part. Just go in with low expectations. You'll actually be genuinely surprised. Like, that is an understatement. Alright, guys. Well, that's all it for my review today. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.